Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Vedic Living. Today, we'll be talking about the planet Sun in the third house of astrology. So before I move forward, I want to remind you, if you don't know where Sun is placed in your chart, make sure you visit my website and use the free chart calculator to calculate your chart and see where Sun is positioned in your chart. So then you can listen to these videos and make sense of what's going on in your chart. Now, what we are going to talk about today is Sun in the third house. Now, first, let's talk about what is the third house. The third house is, it's given a lot of importance in Vedic astrology, but unfortunately, sometimes we overlook this house because it is an Upachaya house. So it doesn't show its effects very early in life. So we tend to kind of overlook it. But you have to understand the third house is the most important house, as far as I think, in Vedic astrology, because it rules your willpower. It rules your confidence, your ability to get things done. So it is the house of communications. It's the house of expressing yourself, self-expression. A lot of celebrities and Hollywood actors, they have strong third houses or fifth houses, because the fifth house is also important because it's the third from the third in terms of bhavat bhavam concept. So this is why these two houses are very strong in terms of self-expression and making sure you're able to convey your thought across to the people. Now, it governs our ability to be able to connect with people who are at our own level, our peers. So this is why it rules our siblings, cousins, neighbors, co-workers, sometimes employees. And also and it shows what your communication style is, and it rules your learning, your early childhood experiences in terms of learning and gathering information about bringing in more knowledge to yourself and dissipating the knowledge to others, because it's also the house of teaching. It does rule short-term travel, short commutes as well. Now let's talk about Sun in the third house. When Sun comes in the third house, bringing all its light and radiance and energy, these people are gifted communicators. They love to talk. They love to express themselves. They'll be really good at things that have to do with social media, networking, communications, marketing, because all of that, IT, technology, computers, they have a really natural sense in these areas. They're good at teaching. They love to public speak. They express themselves in whatever way they want to express themselves. It could be through writing, through acting, through singing. And they have a very strong sense of how to articulate their words and how to say what they want to say with the maximum impact. So the third house is very important in terms of that. Now, they are intellectually very curious. They're always looking to gain knowledge. They're reading books. They're gathering information. I tell my clients this is regardless of whether a certain topic is important for your job or your life, you will constantly try to gain that knowledge. That's the idea of the sign of Gemini or the third house. You're constantly trying to gather information. You're bringing in all these little bits of information because it's important to you. That's what makes you feel happy when you know more about the world around you. You're just naturally a very curious person. You're an avid learner. You're always trying to learn and become better at what you do. And you're inquisitive. You're always trying to understand the world around you. And there's a lot of opportunity for growth in this particular placement of Sun in the third house. Now, people with Sun in the third house are also gifted writers and public speakers. Now, the way they talk is very authoritative because Sun rules leadership. Sun rules being not at that level where people follow you. They want to follow what you say. So they do have a sense of authority, confidence, and they're very influential when they speak. So they have to be very careful because with all this power comes a lot of responsibility, right? So what you say is very important because people will naturally try to follow what you're saying. Now, they do have a lot of importance for their sibling relationships. So, there could have been issues in areas of sibling relationships because Sun is a malefic at the end of the day. Being in the third house of younger siblings, this can bring some issues in the way you connect with people who are at the same level as you. That could be younger siblings, that could be co-workers, cousins, all of those various areas where, you're kind of at that level. They are very skilled at using their social connections, their network circles for furthering their goals and reaching their success in life. Now, another thing also is when they run a business, they are the people who are really good at social media marketing or making sure that they are promoting their products. They're good at that. They're good salespeople. They love to, kind of promote what they have to others, and they're really good at making people feel like they should buy what they're selling. Now, also going back to the point about siblings, you have to remember when Sun is in the third house, it may give some issues with the relationship they have with siblings early on in life. But because Sun is placed there, they will always strive to make things better. It's something that they always try to do. And they try to create a sense of unity when it comes to the sibling unit. They don't like living just, it's fine, I'm by myself. They are very much connected to society, and for them that is very important to be able to survive. So this is a very important area. It's, they are the opposite of being a loner. They have to be surrounded by people because that's where they learn the most from. These people are very inquisitive. They, like I said, they build their circles, their social networks, and that network is very important to them for sustaining. So this is again, another area. And they're very confident. They're very confident. They have a sense of purpose in all matters of the third house. They could be good at sports. They are very competitive. Competition is very important when it comes to third house. Sun in the third house, they don't like to lose, right? They try again until they win. And, when it comes to relationships, they like to have meaningful conversations. They like to have intellectual conversations. And that's how they explore the human reaction with each other. So this is, again, another area that you should keep in mind with Sun in the third house. So I'll come back again next time with another video. And until then, thank you so much for listening to what I had to say about Sun in the third house. I'll see you soon.